Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to your HIMediaTV news update. I am your host, and from the AP by Mark Sherman. The Supreme Court rules ex-presidents have broad immunity, dimming chances at a pre-election Trump trial. The Supreme Court on Monday ruled for the first time that former presidents have broad immunity from prosecution, extending the delay in Washington criminal case against Donald Trump on charges he plotted to overturn the 2020 presidential election laws. In all but ending prospects, the former president could be tried before the November election. In a historic 6-3 ruling along conservative lines, the court's conservative majority, including the 3 justices appointed by Trump, narrowed the case against him and returned it to the trial court to determine what is left of special counsel Jack Smith's indictment. The court's decision in second major Trump case's term, along with its ruling rejecting efforts to bar him from the ballot because of his actions following the 2020 election, underscores the role the justices are playing in the November election. The courts last week also limited an obstruction charge faced by Trump and used against hundreds of his supporters who stormed the Capitol on Jan 6. Under our constitutional structure of separated powers, the nature of presidential power entitles a former president to absolute immunity from criminal prosecution for actions within his conclusive and preclusive constitutional authority, and he is entitled to at least presumptive immunity for prosecution for all his official acts. There are no immunity for unofficial acts. Robert insists that the president is not above the law, but in a fiery dissent for the 3 court liberals, Justice Sotomayor wrote, "In every use of official power, the president is now a king above the law." Reading from her opinion in the courtroom, Sotomayor said, "Because our Constitution does not shield a former president from answering criminal and treasonous acts, I dissent." Sotomayor said the decision makes a mockery of the principle foundational to our Constitution and the system of government, that no man is above the law. Protection afforded to presidents by the court, she said, is just as bad as it sounds, and it's baseless. Trump posted in the capital letters on his social media network shortly before the decision was released, "Big win for the lie. Smith's office declined to comment on the ruling. President Joe Biden's campaign said in a statement that the Supreme Court's immunity ruling doesn't change the facts about January 6th. Senator Majority Leader Chuck Schumer denounced the ruling as a disgraceful decision made with the help of 3 justices Trump appointed. It undermines SCOTUS's credibility and suggests political influence trumps all in our courts today. It's been this way, by the way, for like the last 40 years. I bet you every dollar I got that if Ruth Bader Ginsburg didn't, hold on to power, and all of the smarmy people who believed that there's no chance Trump was going to win back in 2016 went out and swallowed their pride and voted for Hillary Clinton, even though she's a raging bitch, we wouldn't be in the case we are today. But here we are. All I'll just add is that the home addresses of all Supreme Court justices are public, so just do with that what you will. Anyways, this has been your HIMediaTV news update. If you want to support the show in any way, do so by joining our community on Discord at himedia.gg/Discord. I will see you guys there. Probably will be live sometime this week. And I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.